Welcome, friends. Welcome back. I return, my glorious return to the show. So, how is everybody doing? How were you last week?
Better.
Better. That's fair. That is fair.
No, sorry, folks. We tried to we buried the body, but it came back.
It came back. What are you doing? Burying you.
There was a fantastic line where we were talking about Brad and the way that he wears his headphones and how it's obscene.
Oh, I saw that part.
And Tony played a little snippet. Was like, is it possible to learn this power? it was fantastic.
I never realized that he just doesn't wear them correctly. But
how have you never realized?
I don't like having things over my ears like that.
Have you seen something about Mary?
Over your ears.
Have you seen something about Mary?
Yeah,
okay.
Believe
no,
me,
I mean
I've been
like
making that
over my
comparison to that
ears,
character
not
for
like
years.
above my ears.
I can't imagine why.
Like when I wear a hat at work.
I gotta see it.
When I wear a hat at work, like half the day it's like pulled up over my ears because I just don't like having
Literally,
my ears
like 90%
of the reason
to wear a hat is to cover your ears.
I know, but like I
never knew
the
this
crap
about
out of me.
Brad. Never knew it.
Which is funny because I wear earbuds all day, so in my ear, I'm okay.
Okay, so
over my ears.
So I can put something in your ear, but not over your ear.
Bingo.
Have you seen
Got
Scary
it.
Movie?
Make sure it's small enough.
No problem.
Got to fit comfortably.
Well, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Super Bowl is this weekend.
Yep.
Yes, it is. It's Sunday.
Y'all looking forward to that?
Looking forward to the Eagles winning.
Oh, now that's what the script said. Have you seen all the NFL script memes?
No.
I'm looking forward to not living in Philadelphia.
There you go.
Because that's going to be bad.
Somebody predicted the next 5 Super Bowl champions or next 7. See if you can find that, Tony. They have them by year. It's like 2019.
How can you predict something like that?
Well, I tell you, they've got
literally
3 in a
just
row
guessing?
right, and
It's
the Eagles
scripted.
are playing in this one. So
If you follow, it's like making any other predictions. If you follow football enough, follow the
Yeah,
players
but-
and the
but okay,
rosters
but-
and
but
stuff
think
and
about-
records, like you could.
Roughly every 5 years, a team is entirely new. You don't have many, if any, of the same players as you did 5 or 6 years ago.
not to mention millions of variables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know if it's going to be snowing in a playoff game and a kicker misses the field goal.
Yeah,
You know,
that's fair.
that's the beauty of football.
That's
But
fair. I think a lot of that
what
stuff
is
is just,
logo land?
The land of
Oh,
logos.
I guess they can't see us.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Damn it,
Logo
Nathan.
Land. I thought he just messed up his program.
You don't want to see
He was
us
in
anyway.
Legoland.
No, he thought he was just interacting with a logo.
So this is my stance on the NFL, okay? And it hurts me to have this stance because
They play football.
They do, but it is. So it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, right?
Yes.
They make like $9 to $12 billion a year.
Yes.
Do you think somebody might have an interest in maybe deciding how those contests may go ahead of time?
Sure.
And also think about it like this: it's not illegal, so people are like, "Well, that's illegal." It's their product, right?
Maybe
Well-
it could be fraud.
Well, it's only for. I don't think it could be fraud because like they don't owe you anything. It's a TV show.
I think
it's
any-
it's entertainment.
Yeah,
I
but
think
it's,
anything where that can be bet upon and like anything to do with gambling. I think anything to do with rigging that in any way.
Now, point shaving, that's something else. Okay, so like if Vegas sets the line at like the Eagles are going to win by 3 points, and the refs like call a holding on every single extra point attempt until it's too far for the team to make it, that's point shaving, right? So like in basketball, it's easy to do because you're like, oh, I missed my free throw, right? So you keep the gap where they want it to be. But if the NFL's like, hey, the Chiefs got to win this game. Okay, so let's make sure that they get the benefit of every doubt, you know. And I don't know. I'm just saying, like, for billions of dollars, I can totally see where they're like, yeah, we're going to nudge. And
How would you reconcile that with like Tom Brady deflating footballs before a game or something?
What do you mean? What
Like
part of it?
if the game's predetermined, then why would he be doing that? I'm
Is
just
that
curious.
something he did?
Yes, that happened.
Well, supposedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
In an NFL game?
Yeah, I think so.
But
Yeah.
Apparently, he had somebody
Don't
take...
they have a guy for that?
I think there was a guy.
He might have
Yeah,
been
one
friends
of
with Tom Brady.
The ball guy
Who
was
knows?
involved, apparently.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Tom Brady asked you to do something, you do it. Allegedly.
Apparently, Tom Brady was behind it in some way or another.
Allegedly.
Yeah,
I'm
allegedly.
just joking around.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anybody posting online. That's not the kind of story they really want you to know about.
Well, I mean, it was just a tweet. I mean, it's like it could be incorrect too, but I don't know.
Tim, Nathan said, I think there's a connection between beanies, loose sweaters to rap, because it feels to me like Tim is about to drop the hottest track of 2023.
And it's only February. My knees are weak. My arms are heavy.
Sarah's spaghetti.
Sarah's
spaghetti.
I don't know. So, like, as a diehard Lions fan,
Unfortunately.
I can't help it. I just...
Yeah.
And Lincoln's going to pick it up.
I don't.
Lily's definitely going to pick it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't wish that on anybody.
Lily is definitely gonna.
The Twitch cops will shut us down.
No. I don't know if it's so much that as it's just like people just being incompetent. So, like, if you think about, like, the refs missing plays and stuff, they could individually be...
Tony, I found it immediately.
Really?
Immediately.
Don't you think that there would be more value
You must have
in
searched something different than I
the
did.
authenticity of those games reaching a natural conclusion?
Which is what he's positing.
What do you mean?
Which is what he's positing, which is why it would be a sham, right? Why they wouldn't be able to come out and say this is just a TV
Well,
show.
yeah,
So,
it's the concept of where does power reside? It resides where people think it does, right?
Yeah.
So, like, if people knew games were fake, and it may not even be every game. You know, it might not. There's 272 games in an NFL season, right? Like, and like, well, it's too big of a conspiracy. Like, too many people would have to know about it. But not if it's one officiating crew of 8 guys, right? And like, hey, if you want to work again, don't tell anybody that we wanted the Chiefs to win this game, right?
Yeah, maybe.
And also, don't forget that the Manhattan Project existed.
Yeah, but
Okay.
here's the other thing, though. Also, don't
You
forget,
just-
in less than 10 years' time, the Russians had the secrets to the Manhattan
Well,
Project.
sure.
Did
so,
you
like,
just kinda
they could
compare-
not keep the biggest history or the biggest secret in the world a secret for very
Well,
long.
they
Well,
think
yeah, they
Oppenheimer.
started blowing up bombs.
You compare
What's that?
They started
Tom,
blowing
Tom
up bombs.
Brady
Well, it's just
to little boy.
It's just the concept of compartmentalization.
Okay.
Is all it is, right? So like you're on a need to know basis. So like if you're on the crew in control of a certain game, you need to know. But if you're the head coach of the opposing team, you don't need to know that the game's being rigged against you. You know what I mean? Again, I don't know if it is or not. I could just see for billions of dollars why they might want certain matchups.
Do you think that it would be like just
I watched a
from
lot of Lions games too, so I've seen things like
from a basis of just officiating, or are you saying like the players are in on it?
I think it'd be a lot harder to get players in because like
Well, now you're getting into like the hundreds of people.
right.
Realm of knowing things, and
that
you're not gonna
inner
be able to keep that a
circle
secret
just keeps
either.
getting bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah,
Like
I think that's what happened with rocket technology.
what goes into becoming an NFL official?
I have no idea.
Me neither. Most people, you could ask 1,000 people, and
You
they'd say,
probably
I don't know.
have to know somebody.
Yeah,
You
you're not going
probably
to know.
have to know
right.
somebody.
What's it take to become an NFL player? You have a lot better idea, right?
You play football.
Played football in college.
You better be very
You gotta be
genetically blessed.
Very good.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you get go to the right school, get scouted.
Sure.
That
Do you,
No.
think, do you think that there's like a threshold of like number of Wheaties you have to have eaten?
number
Yeah, I
of
think it's like
Wheaties?
7 minimum. Like
I think-
throughout your life.
Like 7 Wheaties?
I think if you
it's-
get 2 Wheaties by the age of 14, you have a legitimate chance.
I think these people drink, eat, and sleep Wheaties.
Like
I
they
don't- instead of
sleep in,
pillows,
like,
I think
like
it's
a
human
bale
growth
of
hormone,
Wheaties.
but if we
Yeah,
want to call
exactly.
it Wheaties, that's fine.
I think their pillows are just the Wheaties taken out of the box
Mm-hmm.
and just thrown into a pillowcase. Like they sleep on bags of Wheaties. Their mattress is just boxes of Wheaties. They blender down Wheaties and drink them, and they drink that with a side of Wheaties.
You know what I've been wondering?
They
Like,
have very solid poops.
why do all these athletes bother with steroids, like performance enhancing drugs?
Dude,
why
it's
not?
just- it's
Dude,
that
just-
much of
no,
a-
but why not just eat spinach? Like,
That's fair.
Look at Popeye. Like,
That's fair.
Because,
that's not going to show
Have
up
you
on
ever
a
had
blood
spinach?
test.
A lot of people don't like it.
dude, are you kidding me? You look at Popeye. Look how unhealthy he is.
He's
Those
an avid
giant
smoker.
tumors in his forearm.
Yeah, right.
It's
He's
like-
clearly
he
had
also
multiple
does-
strokes.
He does not. He does not have the physique of a healthy
He's
man.
just allergic to canned spinach, and that's his reaction.
His immense physical strength.
So John says football equals WWE sportsmanship or showmanship. Man, I can't read, and I don't know if I disagree.
Yeah, so the WWE is actually an interesting point.
It's
So
just on its face. Like everybody knows it's fake, and they just pretend it's not.
well, the theatrical performances are some of the actual wrestling's real.
Well, sure, a guy getting hit with a chair is real.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
like,
Like-
that guy actually got hit with a chair.
But like,
it
and the
hurt.
guy's like,
But
"Oh my God, my arm is a snake, and he's being tamed." Ah!
yeah, like all the drama about you slept with
Yeah, it's a meme. It's like
you
tell me
slept
it's
with
not
my
real.
girlfriend Thunder Cheeks and
Thunder. Wrestling is absolutely.
Listen, Levi,
real.
I am not here to yuck anybody's yum, man.
absolutely real.
All
Did
right,
we get a new model yesterday?
what's that?
What?
Did we get a model yesterday?
Yeah, I think we got a couple.
Oh,
you
it
asked
was a
if-
Saurus.
What is up, Tex? Oh,
I
hey,
totally had a Tim moment. I thought
it
you
is.
asked if I did Molly.
That's gonna be the new name of the
yesterday.
show, Tex. The Three Liberals.
Oh wow.
You need to call it the Four Liberals. Tony's a big liberal. So, Tex, listen. Do you think the NFL is rigged? You live in football country. What do you think? And also, are you a Cowboys fan? Be prepared to ban Tex for life. Hey, listen. I was out last week. We're working on the socks. We're working on the socks.
We're gonna need to give him proof of life here.
You have
Like-
to actually make them now. You know that, right?
I'm
you can't
go-
just keep
I
talking
do-
about it.
No,
fully
no.
intend-
I think if like we need to show that there's. Proof
I'm going to
that-
send Tex some NSFW socks.
Can't wear 'em at
sock,
work, buddy,
any
so-
sock with your face on them is NSFW.
I don't know what he does for a living. Who knows?
There we go, Tex. Okay, so are you a Texans fan? Or are you out of state? And also, is the NFL rigged? Levi, is the NFL rigged?
Brain blast.
I don't know what that means, Nathan.
That's what it means when he has
I'm
an
not
idea.
making toe socks. Those have got to be exponentially more expensive.
Toe socks.
And the thought of a toe sock makes me want to vomit. I remember the first time I saw them, I was like, what am I
What about
looking
toe shoes? You remember those when those
Oh,
were
oh my
fad?
God. Dude,
10
guys
years
would
ago?
wear them at the gym all the time when I was in college. And we're like, we get it, man.
It was a very popular thing when I was a Marine.
Apparently, you
they
can
had
have socks made on Shutterfly.
Yeah.
I am just informed via text.
They're. I thought they only.
If she
photos.
needs to comment on the chat.
I'm told you need to comment on the chat.
Tell her,
Yeah.
tell her to mock some up with the picture you put on the blanket.
Yeah.
We already know you have the picture.
And we already know it's crust-worthy picture.
It is very crustworthy.
Who's JJ?
I sent you a picture, I think, last week of socks.
have.
Yeah.
You may have.
Oh,
So
JJ
so
Watt.
apparently Tony's already got it in the works.
Well, it was a mock-up.
I just cut the toes off my. This is a
Now
very
they're toe
strange
socks.
podcast.
Oh God.
He's got toeless socks. It's like the man version of the sleeveless shirt. Like you think you're a man, you wear sleeveless shirts. I wear toeless socks.
Boo.
It's just a sock with a really big hole in it.
I'm very upset with it. Okay, so listen. This is the delight.
Yeah.
the face.
I heard
Sorry,
that phone
folks,
call
his
coming
mom
in.
was calling.
Literally
Hey,
on the podcast.
we're on the show. What's up?
Yeah. So yeah,
Yep.
in order for the NFL to be rigged, I think looking at what the NFL's been doing for the past 5-10 years, they just seem to me way too incompetent to do anything like that.
Possibly.
Like,
I also just
is Roger?
I'm just left wondering why bother. Like you already have literally hundreds upon hundreds of millions of fans that are just oozing money at you.
What are we talking
why-
about? I'm sorry. I was on a phone call with my mother.
Yeah,
Rigging the NFL.
I know. After between 9 and 10 p.m.
We've only
the
been
time-
doing this show. Is this our 52nd week, Brad?
Yeah, 1 year anniversary.
Okay, all right, dope.
We've been
Don't count.
Many weeks in a row. We've
Don't count.
Yeah,
since
it-
2018 at least.
Yeah, it's been a while.
and
Yeah.
just
I've been here since 2018.
oh god, it's really been that long.
Yeah.
Wow. Just saying, like, why bother rigging the NFL? Like, just what's the why
Well,
go?
I mean,
because imagine if that gets out. Imagine it gets out that the NFL was officially rigging games. They would lose billions.
But how does it get out
get
officially?
sued.
Though?
What?
How does it get out officially?
I don't know.
So,
Someone breaks a
someone
story.
says something.
Right,
someone
talks.
records something.
Well, what are they
someone-
going to do? Show them their bag of money?
I look. I'm just saying.
What?
Well, I'm just saying, like, because the NFL is not going to send a memo. Guys, remember, the Chiefs must win this game. What it's going to be is it's going to be somebody meets in the hallway of a hotel. And
You
they're
got
like,
you got
"Listen."
a deep throat situation.
Yeah, there's no way you're doing that.
Are you
like-
are you familiar with is it Vice News? No, not Vice.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So,
Veritas. Project Veritas.
Yeah, Project Veritas. Thank you. I knew it started with a V. Yeah, Vice is something completely different. So yeah,
totally. Yeah, not even close to the same.
So Project Veritas, they run exposés on
you
stuff
know
like
how
this
we get on there
all the time. They just broke.
You're right.
They just broke Pfizer. Like the guy sat down with someone who worked at Pfizer, and the guy was basically just sitting there telling him, like, yeah, we've lied to the public about all this stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. And we want to take it even further and do all this stuff too. And it's like, so yeah, I mean, there's definitely people out there who stand to make a lot of money. Like if that dude could expose the NFL, he would make so much money.
But who's gonna pay? I mean, I guess you could get paid for like a.
Well, you're just gonna get paid just based off the foot traffic online.
Yeah, I
Not to mention,
I just don't know if like it'd be worth. I don't know. And again, it could all be above board. It could just be me watching games and saying, "Man, that just isn't right." It could be human error. It totally could be.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest thing you see with refs is just like some of them probably are like.
It's your phone.
So he's asking you.
What about
question.
my phone?
Did you hear that big static?
Your phone's too close to the mic.
Oh, my bad. That's because I took that phone call. Okay, listen. If this post was from 2015, December 16th, 2015. Okay. Can you pull up the last Super Bowl winners, Tony? Let's correspond these two things. And then we'll get into 40K because there's a lot to talk about 40K. Well, we're letting people roll in. This is kind of the pre-show.
Let people roll in. We're a quarter way through the show. We're going to let people roll in.
Hey, man, it's Super Bowl week. There's a lot going on.
I guess that's fair. That's fair.
We'll be
talking Super Bowl next week, too.
I want to eat pureed chicken wings on Sunday.
I could do that.
If you puree them, I'll kill you.
Leave the bone
I got a blender. Yeah,
leave the bone in.
I got a badass blender at home that'll do it.
So, Tony, this is the first prediction was 2016, okay?
Okay.
We got the list pulled up.
Oh, my goodness.
This might just be the location.
No, it says the score on the right-hand side.
That's the Super Bowl.
No, the right-hand side.
Oh, right there. Denver.
Yep, so okay.
I see.
2016.
Carolina. Yep.
Here we go. So this is 10 years of Super Bowl predictions.
I don't think that was the score, though.
What do you mean? It doesn't. What do you mean?
He's got the score, 24-10. I don't think that was the score.
For what game? What year?
For 2016.
The Denver Broncos defeated the Carolina Panthers 24-16?
Or 24-10, excuse me.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have the Denver Broncos in 2016. 2017, the New England Patriots.
Yes.
2018, Philadelphia Eagles.
Yes.
Doesn't have scores or opponents, just the winners.
Oh, okay.
2019, New England Patriots.
Yeah.
2020, Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes.
I watched that game at your house.
Yeah,
okay,
I remember that.
And there was a penalty on the 49ers that was very suspect that never got shown on a replay. And I just remember watching it. I was like, man, this sure is a little fishy. 2021, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
2022, the Los Angeles Rams.
Mm-hmm.
And 2023, the Philadelphia Eagles.
So
they're playing on Sunday. So
here's
there's a 50-50 chance at this point, right? But this post was made in December 2015.
So here's my question, and I'm just incredibly interested. So how do you think this guy knows these things?
I don't know.
Because we were just talking about who would stand to benefit from exposing this kind of thing, right? And then you have this guy who's kind of like if you're going along with this, like, who is exposing it, right?
He says Bills are winning next year, Jaguars, and then the Bengals. So, like, if you're a fan of those, I don't see any Detroit Lions, so I'm not happy about it. Okay, how do we change this?
I mean, I think
let's rig it in my favor at least. Come on.
I don't think you have to rig the NFL to say, hey, the Lions probably aren't going to make it in the next 10 years.
So basically what you're saying is I need to place a sizable bet upon the Eagles.
I would never say that because this is the year he bucks the trend, right? And he's wrong. I don't know.
Sports betting is also a pain in the ass, too, because you have to, like, know the spread and, like...
I don't know, man. They're making it easier and easier. Go ahead and go back to the chat on here, Tony.
Yeah.
And then,
the spread's 3 points.
Making out with his son. Okay, so listen.
Constantly.
I see a lot of memes about it, Tex.
37-34, the Eagles. Okay, well, I'll have to remember that one.
I doubt it will be that score. If it is, man, I'll be like, what?
2 cheeks.
Holy crap.
All
Base
right.
Brad.
So, I don't remember.
Theodore the Chipmunk.
I don't remember what I said. I was base, but that's okay.
Definitely smash.
So
Literally.
I've been holding this in for a while. You said
we're in a.
no, hold on. I need to break this up because you said you heard something that was very important about 40K right before you came here, and then you told me you couldn't tell me what it is because you had to tell me
for 32 minutes now, and it's
longer
killing
than that. It was like
Okay.
8 o'clock.
So
We
listen,
need to talk about this.
I don't know if the NFL's rigged, but we're moving on to 40K. Okay, so as you all know, I have a very hard stance that 10th edition is coming this year.
Yep.
Tony, can you pull up a calendar for me? 10th
Okay.
edition releases on where the hell to go?
So I would, if I were to guess, I would say if I had. Hold on.
Go ahead.
There's a calendar.
So I would say June
June 24th, 2023.
24th. Yep, it's the last Saturday of the month. So that's what I would have said.
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay. Starter box is Space Marines versus Tyranids. We've heard that rumor.
Blood Angel specifically?
It just says Adeptus to start.
The box will be painted Blood Angels. They'll just be able to
Oh,
be
right.
Actually, it
applied.
says
Because
promotional
Space
art
Marines.
Yeah,
show
because
them as
Space
Dark Angels and High Fleet Leviathan.
That would be a new.
Wait, what?
It says it shows them as Dark
promo
Angels.
art will show them as Dark Angels and High Fleet Leviathan.
That would be cool. That
Dark
would be
Angels
a new
will
enemy for 'em.
receive a model of Lionel Johnson. Tyranid players will receive a new model called the Apex Swarm Lord. You guys prepare to go halvesies on 4 boxes.
Well, I'll be
What if they
too.
put the Primarch in the box?
Won't
That
do
would be a terrible idea.
They
I
won't
don't
do
think
that.
they would.
No,
They're
You
gonna
think it'd
charge.
be terrible?
Yes,
It would
they're
be a
going to
terrible
charge
idea
because
because-
they're going to charge me $80 for that. I guarantee it.
For the
they're
Primarch?
yeah, they're jerks like that. They're going to charge me
You think
$80.
it'd be only $80? What's
Only.
Gilliman? About 80?
I think
50.
50. Yeah,
I bet he's more than that now.
he might be.
Angron's 160 though.
Yeah, but like Angron is
He's quite a bit bigger.
significantly
Yeah,
larger
Yeah,
than
he's a greater demon-sized dude.
160.
Okay, so the rumors, and I'm surprised you haven't seen these from Valrek.
I haven't. I've been
the old
very
chapter
busy.
master guy.
He's got a good channel.
Yeah, he does.
So here we go. Okay.
Say it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Lionel Johnson model. What
Yeah,
else do you
I
want?
mean-
Nope, that wasn't it.
Uh-oh.
That wasn't the emotional part.
Oh no.
10th edition rumors. No more toughness.
No more toughness.
What?
Oh God, that's Age of Sigmar.
Says
Oh,
free core
no.
rules with 2 types of games, competitive and narrative.
I want to hear this.
Something about the idea of save rolling being some major abstraction of toughness and armor.
Gilman's $65.
So like a combined stat of toughness and armor.
Wait, what now?
they'll charge me.
It's not clear. It says that save rolls are an abstraction of toughness and armor together.
Oh,
So almost like you're not gonna be rolling to wound.
Age of Sigmar again, where
Without a wound roll is what that sounds like.
without a wound roll.
So you're rolling to hit.
So you get hit, and then if you save it, you were tough enough to save it.
how do you do that on a D6?
I don't
And
know.
does that? Well, I guess AP could still hang around.
They could also drastically reduce number of dice.
I
Think
don't
about the
think
number
it-
of dice in 7th versus 8th.
I think we're
The,
heading back.
the changes of twin-linked weapons, and
I
then
think we're
they
heading
also
back
just
towards-
added.
You're
dice
gonna
to
have
sm-
to do
things.
something where las guns you can't just shoot 90 las guns at a land raider though, right? Because
No, they'll keep
because
that.
if like you said, if it's on a D6 and you're shooting a land raider, you get 9. You know, if you get 30 hits,
Especially, you won't. My gut tells me you won't have auto wounding 6s anymore. As
I mean,
guard.
if the
well,
game
that's
works
in your
that
co-op. Well,
aggressively.
that's right because if they do a 10th wipe, they won't. They
yeah.
won't.
And if there's no
Codex is so-
toughness in the game,
Yeah, they won't do auto wounding 6s anymore.
That is not information I expected to have to ponder.
Me neither.
that is a huge change. I don't know if I can believe that.
Well,
That is
like,
not. It's one of these
There's
things.
too
that's-
little information there to,
Sure,
to
sure.
Yeah.
make any kind of judgment call.
That's
From
so.
the sounds of it, it sounds like the hit. It sounds like the wound roll is leaving. That's how that makes it seem to me.
Maybe that would.
It
I mean,
could
definitely
speed up the game. I would be okay
but
with that.
Here's my problem. All right, toughness, saves, and wound rolls were not the problem with the game. So why change it?
I mean, it does. It would speed up the game,
I understand, but that's
and I mean, if it's done right,
that's not why it's slowing down, though. I mean,
I wouldn't be opposed to getting rid of the wound roll. I really wouldn't.
I have a problem of huge fundamental changes with this game. Just seeing what happened in the aftermath of 8th edition.
Yeah,
I mean, so you had 8th edition. 9th edition to me has basically just been the edition. Yeah, the edition that fixes 8th edition. Right? It's 8th edition plus. Right. That is the addition to me. We starting to work out.
I don't know. 9th edition I don't think ever hit what I was hoping for. I was simping hard for 9th, and I think
know what 9th edition's very good right now.
I don't.
You should play. I don't think. No offense.
I need to play with a codex.
Yeah, I don't think.
Need to play with
I don't think you've played with an actual 9th edition codex.
And that very well could be.
So,
true.
Which isn't your fault. That's completely GW's fault for waiting so long.
I am hearing that Guard are struggling a little bit still to score.
I've heard the opposite. I've heard that they're very, very powerful.
The Brandon Grant's group people were talking about it. Now, people, again, it's very new. They might be playing it wrong.
Yeah.
I do think there's some good power in the book.
Please, God, no, don't change the map again.
Grid maps?
No.
Oh, so like you wouldn't move in inches, you'd move in squares.
Yeah, definitely don't change
BattleTech has that, but I don't
want to play BattleTech.
I agree.
I like my tape measure.
Although I do want to play BattleTech.
No, that's fair.
I want to play BattleTech. I want to play a game at that scale.
They make it in video game form.
Yeah, but dude, BattleTech got mechs, but you can play without any mechs. You can play infantry and tanks and artillery and stuff.
And I know exactly what you would do. I'm play BattleTech tanks. Why do you play these games?
I want to play BattleTech. Plays World War II faction.
It's exactly what it would be.
I played one game with Ted. It was real. I'll tell you, the grid system. It's a different. It belongs in a different game.
Exactly.
Like things can be good in other games that you don't have to import.
I don't think they could get rid of the wound roll.
You don't think they could, or you don't think they would do it well?
How could you move? You couldn't separate the
you'd
durability
have to do it,
of something.
You'd have to do weapon types and target types. So you'd have to have like an armored keyword,
which also just sounds more complicated.
Well, it would just be like you'd have like a lasgun would have a small arms tag.
Well,
right, small arms couldn't hurt.
I think it's more likely than removing the wound roll to just have the Age of Sigmar thing where it's like
I don't want that.
It's like
I don't want that at all. I hate that system.
Dude, look, I don't want it
for
either.
Sigmar.
Yeah, I do not like
it. You can't get rid of the wound roll. You just can't.
What Ron told me, I think he said it's the victory type, like the victory game system where you hit and wound.
Yeah.
Because there are games where you just roll to see if you hit.
And then that's it.
In some of those games, like, you hit on a 4, right? Like, and then there are like bolt action. I don't know if there's a wound roll in bolt action. I can't remember now. But, like, everybody in the game hits on a 4.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're a veteran, you hit on a 3. But if you move or there's cover, it gets reduced.
So I was thinking about it from... Sorry to cut you off. I was thinking about from the current ballistic skill... Because like
yes, you are.
So you wouldn't be able to stick to that. Like you can't stay hitting on 3s. That's incredibly lethal. Like a Space Marine would have to like go to hit on 4s.
It depends.
Sure. Like Guard would have to hit on 5s.
Well, depending on what saves are.
Well, here's the thing. So if you take toughness and you combine it with saves, there's a couple things you do, because you do have a couple mechanics at your disposal outside.
There's no saves in that game.
So there's hits.
Stuff just dies.
There's hits, there's strength, and there's AP, right? So strength affects the wounding, and AP affects the saves. So something's going to have to happen with strength and AP in order to affect that save number. That's kind of where I'm at right now.
This is the first I've heard anything about it. That's a major change.
And here, yeah.
That is a dramatic change.
Here's my problem, too. How do you do this on a D6? Like you're basically talking about giving almost everything a 2-up save base, and then a combination of strength and AP calculations reduce the number of that save.
In my head, I was comparing it to
it's so weird.
What's the Star Wars game?
Legion.
Legion. I was comparing it to Legion because in Legion you just rolled a hit.
Right. But then there's every hit is a kill unless you save it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then there's different mechanics. So like, and they could do that. Maybe cover cancels hits. You know what I mean? Maybe
I would. See,
They would have to do that.
I would
kind
see
of
in
thing.
that system more over cover being like a minus to hit.
Sure. So that's the Legion principle. You hit it, a Legion. You just roll in Legion. You roll d8s to hit.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, what is it? The red dice is what? It's like
The red dice is more
it's like
probable.
a 4 up.
Hold on,
Yeah,
what
the
if-
red dice, kind of. If you have a,
A
if you
4
have a, if you have a
with
pit,
a surge, it's a
yeah, surge. That's what it's called. A
What
surge.
if they
it's
went
3
to
up.
d8s?
I think the
They're not
game
gonna go to
more
D8s.
I think it'd be better, but I don't think they ever will.
Think
No, they
about
won't go to
it
D8s.
from a sales point of view, though. Like
They get to sell thousands of D8s now.
because people like think about all the D6s they've already sold.
So I understand, but here's the thing: people are less attached to their actual codexes than they are to their dice. This is true. Okay. Now, GW, how many new dice D6s did GW print this edition?
Oh, I get that.
A lot. They were.
How many
and
are
they're
on the table out there?
and they're selling them for $35 a pack. 35 for I
They're
think
40
20.
now. They're
Oh
40.
my goodness.
Actually, they're
So-
35, but they take 5 dice away. So they used to sell you 20. Now it's
Now it's
15
50.
for 35.
Inflation. So yeah. So
D8s
That's another
are
reason why
not,
they won't.
I don't like rolling
You're-
D8s as much as D6s.
Yeah.
either.
and then after seeing what happened to D&D and their OGL fiasco, GW's not going to make that mistake.
Well, I mean, but that's different though because that
doing a different dice system, that's not the same thing. That's like
People will freak
well, they
out.
will. Listen, people are going to freak
will
out.
Freak out.
They're going to
I'm telling
freak out
you.
See that,
anyway.
man. Like,
Anyway.
like the Wizards with the OGL change, that was a blatant attack.
That was customer abuse.
Yeah, I get it. That seemed more nefarious than simply changing your dice.
That's
from
not
a
charging
D6 to a
$10
D8.
more for a book. That's like, how do we milk these people for more?
I get it. It's also not. You could also spin a D8, which just makes the system better. So it's just not. It's not gonna happen. I'm telling you. There's the. People
I agree. I think
people
they'll
would
stick to
lose,
D6s.
People would lose their mind, and like you. I mean, we've all seen people react, kind of overreact to some changes like that,
I'm trying to find
even
a
if they're
competitive
only
one.
temporary. But
Further from the mic.
I'm still
I'm
just
sorry,
I'm
I
still
can't
just
hear it.
pondering.
It's okay.
I'm still just pondering how you make, without doing Sigmar, how you combine the save and the toughness characteristic.
I without doing the Sigmar approach, which I don't see working in 40K because of the focus on range combat, combined
me
with
neither.
like the ballistic skill differential between things in the game.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So why they wouldn't have to get rid of wound rolls necessarily, right?
Not necessarily. I mean,
So if
that's
you
why I'm
com-
trying to go to the.
So if you combine,
The rumor.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. If you combine toughness and saves into one base, that was the rumor, right? They combined toughness and saves into one characteristic, right? Probably just be save. So, man.
Okay, so what if I'm just spitballing to like get us thinking here, but what if things of a specific toughness value have a specific save?
Like everything T8 and above is a 2 up.
Yeah.
But then you give you treat Terminators and stuff like that.
You give them a higher toughness.
That could be
for it.
why they're going towards this. They want to make
Like,
smaller,
what if-
more durable infantry more durable. It could be a way to. That could be what they're trying to do here. I could totally. see
What
this.
if they they went back to some semblance of armor value, because that takes the concept of like balancing a vehicle and an infantry.
Yeah.
Like the toughness thing.
Well, you
out
can do
of
two
there.
different things.
Exactly.
Right. You can treat. You can.
They
actually
have
treat
to be
them
different too,
differently.
Them
but
being different just feels better.
Getting rid of toughness
Feels right.
tells me that that's not what they're doing. That they're not adding in another form of toughness. Because why? Just why? It just doesn't make sense to me. That whole rumor seems to me why.
Yeah,
but-
I don't know. It's odd.
But it's got to be because they think they can balance the game better this way. If you're going to get rid of toughness and combine it with your saving throw. So
The game's gotten so lethal, and like they have to do arbitrary things like obscuring terrain. That's incredibly arbitrary, right?
yeah, kind of.
And then like the cutoff at 18 wounds and stuff like that. It's
all your train or most of your train traits are fairly arbitrary. But I don't really care if it's arbitrary. So long as it's not those for your socks.
Yeah, I'm gonna send them to Tony and have him put them on the screen.
Cool.
Send them to Tim.
Yep.
I think Tex is gone, so he's gonna miss out.
Tex. These are phenomenal.
They're pretty good.
God, that's such a wild room.
I don't know, man. It could be. It could not even be a thing.
I cannot repeat this enough. I don't want to see it go to Sigmar. I don't want to see everything wounding on the same and hitting on the same. It can't. It just can't.
I like the Sigmar system, but it doesn't work in a game so heavily focused on range combat. Sigmar, it works for Sigmar simply because everything's in melee. And,
I get it.
They literally have I want to say, if I'm guessing 30 ranged units.
Yeah.
In the game.
Yeah.
There are entire factions that don't have a ranged weapon.
Yeah. No, I know. Like I said.
All right, sorry, I got more. It's really horribly
oh no.
Can you zoom in on it?
I'm zoomed as much as I can. So, trying to get to the difference. Apex Swarmlord narrative does not appear to be time skip, but sorry, it's very small. Something about Adonis and Necron, blah blah blah.
You want me to try?
No, this is mine.
Okay.
Mine.
It says core rules are streamlined. It's basically just jumping over the narrative part.
What's up, Nurgle Matt?
Nurgle Matt, what do you know about 10th edition, brother?
We're going over it right now.
Rumors here. Some big
Look
stuff.
at me in the camera. I
I'm
look
not.
like a crackhead.
It's the beanie that does it.
Give me my 10th edition
You need me
rules.
to help cook your spoon for
Cook
you.
me, daddy. Okay, psychic phase and command phase are combined.
Psychic phase.
And command phase. I like that idea.
Command phase just has been far clunkier.
Me
I mean,
agree.
honestly, if
and if it comes after
after the
movement phase,
exactly.
I agree.
That would be way better.
I hate the command phase. I always forget to do everything.
Yep. Toughness is now only on data sheets with heavy armor, keyword ability, e.g. Terminators, Rhinos, Dreadnoughts, etc. Generic troops now only roll to hit when attacking and save when defending. I'll read that again. Toughness is now only on data sheets with a heavy armor keyword, ability, e.g. Terminators, Rhinos, Dreadnoughts, etc. Generic troops now only roll to hit when attacking and save when defending.
Okay.
So, a Space Marine attacking a Guardsman, you only roll to hit, no wound roll, and then the guard rolls to save. But if you're attacking a vehicle or a heavy armored thing, you factor in the toughness and then roll the wound.
That's what it sounds like.
So you automatically wound smaller
Infantry.
things.
Yeah, basic infantry. It sounds like be your Tau Fire Warriors, be your guard, might be your. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Nathan is going into this rap thing hard.
What happens to stuff in power armor?
Let's find out. Well, okay,
it's not going to be heavy armored.
Terminators, it said, are treated the same as a vehicle.
Specifically, yeah, Terminator specifically.
But they could still potentially have 2 wounds, a 3-up save,
armor.
And if you're doing something like this, ballistic skills can get worse.
This says armor penetration and invuln saves are unchanged.
Armor pen. Okay.
Oh, so something with an invuln. Oh, wait, well, hold on. So
That
can
must
you
mean
repeat
that
one more
means
time?
Armor penetration and invuln saves are unchanged.
Okay.
Which means weapons are still AP3, reducing your save as they are now.
Okay.
So it sounds like to me what they've done is
They're trying to shorten the game
they've stricken toughness from some of the models
to speed up.
But most
exactly.
of them.
Most of your troop choices, cultists,
vehicles, stuff like that will keep it.
The verdict is out for me on Space Marines.
Well, there's a lot of mechanics yet to see.
That's fair.
Like cover can completely change, which could alter that fundamentally.
This my
This makes you feel like cover's going to remove
number of shots
hits.
is a huge one.
Yeah. This is my so just
this
basic,
is a reset edition.
Yeah, absolutely.
If these are true, this is a reset edition.
Absolutely. You can't factor that in with anything. So this is my So that's my prediction. I think things in vehicles.
Like Smeagol. I'm trying to read this list and not get it like staticky.
Oh, that's what you're. Okay,
Yeah.
now I understand. You couldn't just like turn and talk.
I'm
into the mic?
I'm already here.
Okay, yeah, got it.
Meet me where I am. Okay, so Invuln saves an Armor Fender unchanged. Crusade is being simplified and behaves closer to Age of Sigmar Path to Glory.
Are they going to be woundable?
Gonna be what?
Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm talking over you.
That's okay. Crusade simplified. Detachments, battle forging, stratagems, and CP generation all have been simplified or reworked. Game is intended to be faster, with smaller units and much bigger emphasis on terrain. Along with all the start box, there will be a new series of terrain intended to scale from small to medium to large scale games.
I wanted to show you, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
I love it.
Drop that track, yo.
He's working on it.
Yo.
Spitting mad 10th edition rhymes.
Vomit. Mom spaghetti.
I can't even start like investing in Tyranids because I don't know what will get blown up and what won't.
To be honest, man, like that's me on the bus.
You might as well just honestly, because you're going to be starting from scratch.
Somebody needs to Photoshop my face onto that.
You could probably buy just about anything.
I see. I can't. I don't want to take that chance.
Well, you could probably buy Termagants.
I think Gaunts are gone, dude.
Dude,
Dude, they're going to get a Necron refresh.
Oh, I see. That's what you mean. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Is that the rumor?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, and it's just kind of the way they're going.
Necrons didn't get it that crazy, though, did they? They got new troops.
They got like 12 kits.
I think they got one. Guard got 12 kits.
Maybe. I mean, I can do a quick crunch on them. But it was double-digit kits.
Yeah, but some of them were brand new things.
Okay, so we talked about the... Sure. So the new terrain is going to be coming out small, medium, and large scale games.
Okay.
The core rules will be free online with 2 variants, narrative and competitive. Okay, so that jives. There's a codex coming for Dark Admech and a new Xenos race already.
I would love to see a new Xenos
Dude,
race.
those spindle drones. Give me the... They're going to hit you with Tyranids, lizards, and spindle drones in 6 months.
I hate that. Quit with the new armies for a little while.
No, man, hit me with them.
We need
Give 'em to
stuff
me.
for other things.
Well, okay.
I
so
do agree.
that-
I don't want a bunch of armies with 6 data slates.
Well,
I don't want that.
Yeah.
when's the next time Leagues of Wotan is going to get a new kit?
Well, in 10th. They'll get it. Dude, I bet they're going to get the
I mean, how many...
kangaroo people.
How many things did Votan get? Like,
Not very much.
I think they got 10 to 12, right?
Units? I don't think they got that much.
They got a couple vehicles.
They got one heavy support slot.
Is
they
it?
got
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
They'll get artillery and stuff like that.
think about like where AdMech was when they dropped.
They just constantly
but
got
then
more
look
stuff.
at them where they are now.
but you're talking from a 7th edition point of view. We're moving into 10th now, and things have changed. It's not. They're not flushing out model ranges.
Oh, wow. Okay. Cool. Literally, you brought up multiple things, and it's the next line. A second wave of Votan, along with the updated codex, is expected to launch in September.
Okay.
The way Space Marine will receive a codex and rules for chapters is changing completely, and they will be explained in the special White Dwarf releasing in May 2023 and closer to release on the Warhammer Community website.
May.
So right before.
That's before.
By May we'll know that a new edition.
Wait, what? What are they releasing?
We'll
by
know
May?
next month.
Oh, like the White Dwarf explaining how Space Marines will get their rules.
Yeah. So I actually saw something today that said, you know, all those new models coming in the kit, the Lieutenant, I think it was Intercessors, the Missile Dudes.
Yeah.
And the Dreadnought.
Yeah.
That's one of those starter boxes that come with a codex.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's what I saw today. I saw the cover of the codex too, which looks pretty cool.
What else you got, Tim?
The new edition will also see GW retiring the current range of texture paints, and it will be replaced with new products using materials intended to be another contrast paint style product to quickly allow beginners
Like that.
Sorry, Mr. Line, allow beginners in a partnership with Screen Products Limited. I don't know who that is. But
Me neither.
So
I like that.
Screen
well, if you
or
want
Scream?
Screen Product.
I'm still unclear. Like a screen door, or I'm
Screen.
yelling at you.
Pan.
Pan. Why are we saying pan? Pan.
I'm still lost. A screen door, or
Screen
are you
door.
yelling
Screen
at me?
door.
Thank you, Tony. Will you
The
look
door is yelling at you.
So if you want Astro Granite Martian Iron, you better get it now.
Yeah, I do need some of that to finish up my.
All of my stuff, the mud, I'll be very upset if it's
I've
gone.
got a lot
Pan.
of stuff that's like halfway done. Although if I gotta do different basing, that's not that big of a deal.
Listen, man,
not
I'm going to
that
be
upset
honest.
about it.
I think I like that.
What? Which part?
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Like the game's be focused more around terrain. The hitting is auto wounding, like speeding the game up.
Yeah, a little bit.
I like that.
The auto wounding.
I gotta feel like you're gonna take hits away too with terrain. That's what it feels like.
The
to
auto
me.
wounding with
For
the
basically
basic
small units.
Yeah, for the basic stuff, right? I like it. It seems like a very good way to manage big blob stuff now too. Like we don't have to worry about like early 8th edition where guard conscripts were just destroying the field.
No,
right?
why not? Why not? What makes you say that?
Because they'll be more easy to get rid of, right? So what? How?
But they'll still get the save though. You'll get more wounds. You'll get more wounds.
You could convert.
AP's not.
You
AP's
could
not changing.
convert the
Yeah, right. Well, I mean,
So so a model like that probably wouldn't get a save. That's my point. They'll probably just be hitting and just taking stuff away.
I bet they still get a 6-up save.
Why would they?
Well, because they're a 5-up save.
Oh, conscripts are a 5-up save?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just guardsmen that can't hit anything.
Oh. Okay.
Well, no, hang on. Excuse me. Conscripts don't exist anymore, Brad.
oh, that's right. They don't
They're gone.
exist. They don't exist, do they?
Well, it also said the game is going to focus on
That doesn't look right, Tony.
smaller units.
It
like,
does.
I like that too.
Are they paint?
I think they do paint.
Oh, that looks like a paint picture.
Yeah. Now,
Wow.
this company looks like all the companies that my company orders stuff from. Their websites are just like a bunch of stock photos.
Very
and,
generic.
yeah. And like a bunch of generic words like upwardness and
Upwardness.
Dude, let me tell you, the Chessex website, until
Injectivity.
maybe a year and a half ago, was literally built in 1993.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Like, Chessex has hundreds of products. None of them were listed on the website. I think they had 12 dice sets listed on the website for 25 years.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Like,
And they have a nice website now, a really nice web cart and all that.
literally, like, invest into a website.
Dude,
not that.
how do you feel? How are your thoughts? Not to push you off the Chessex website.
Yeah. I honestly, my first impression is that I like the.
I want my name
on.
on that whiteboard, man. I am simping.
I like the sound of it. I think that they need to make sure they do cover right because it needs to impact that. It sounds to me like my first instinct is to start looking at reducing ballistic skill since you have removed a save.
The terrain should reduce ballistic skill.
No, I mean like a space
Just-
marine
in
should not hit
general.
on a 3.
In general.
Just
Because
Maybe.
that basically comes down to a space marine kills a model on a 3+.
Well, what it does, it creates a more abstract.
well,
right? So
that's
it's,
not.
Oh,
That's,
no, there's
but
a
it's not-
save
there's
involved.
there's saving
it's not
involved.
the space marine hitting, right? Because like more hits might be landing, but maybe not doing wounds. Right?
But think about it like
Well,
an
that's-
orc, like
that's
an orc
true,
boy.
too, but
a
it's-
6-up save.
I was
Like-
just about to bring up orcs, but that's because they're one of my big concerns because they probably are they going to have toughness? That was the saving grace of that
An
army.
orc boy? No.
Yeah,
No, they won't.
that's
It
going to
sounds
be
like
a problem.
vehicles-
A
and
Meganob will.
Well, absolutely, but I'm not worried.
right, the heavy infantry is going to.
The
So
army-
heavy intercessors will.
Terminator.
Terminators
I think-
will.
No, I
think-
would say a Terminator would, but a heavy intercessor
You don't think so?
wouldn't.
You don't
No.
think Gravis is the same concept?
I don't think so.
I think a Centurion would,
I
a
right?
mean,
Centurion, yeah.
Gravis was supposed to be the premier.
I think Gravis will.
Gravis is right there. It's on that precipice of where it may be, but you could also just cushion them with more wounds.
I'll be honest with you. I think all Marines will have toughness. I don't think there'll be Marines without toughness.
I don't
Maybe
think
Scouts
so.
won't have toughness, but no one runs Scouts anymore. But I think all Marines will
But
have
they could
toughness.
also have something. Think about it, like they remove X amount of hits.
They could have a special
so they might not
rule.
have toughness per se.
That's
so
fair.
Like they
That's
could.
fair.
It might open up the design space more.
That's fair. I just don't see because the game. It sounds
don't
like they're
do
trying to
grass,
make the game.
Nathan.
It sounds like they're trying to make the game smaller.
Yeah, that's what it said. Smaller with more terrain
So,
matters more.
If they're going to make the game smaller, then you probably won't or shouldn't have just Marines being removed. You're going to see other armies like the Custodes, right? They're not all their units will have heavy armor. Or
Well,
whatever. All their units will have
They
toughness.
may just discard X amount of hits off the top. Right, so Dakota brought up Legion. So
But-
Legion has like
That effectively does the same thing.
well, it does, but it allows it to feel a little different.
I guess.
I
but
don't
that doesn't-
think the
mechanically,
game
that's
will
not a-
shrink to a size where you're just going to take off hits. I think it'd be more like a negative to hit.
Mm-hmm.
So where you're affecting a dice pool rather than just saying, okay, well you hit me with 40 shots, but I'm going to take one away because I've got a special rule. So 39 saves coming right up, and I still die.
No, well, the game's going to be smaller. So
Okay, 29.
You're not going. Well, you're not going to see
I
that.
know.
You're not going to see that volume of
They won't keep
killability.
the game smaller for.
But
for
the thing
that
is, like,
long.
they have the opportunity to adjust ballistic skill, which is the biggest thing there.
Yeah, but
like, if Space Marines are out hitting on 4s,
Right, but on a D6 system where you've got to have differences between a large range of models, you can't just do that. Especially if you're just gonna throw out a stat like toughness, something important like toughness. So you're gonna reduce. So let's say they reduce Space Marines to hitting on 4s, right? Do we keep all guardsmen hitting on 4s?
no, they'd have to go to 5s.
What about orcs?
And 6s is probably too bad, but like,
So we're gonna have orcs that hit as well as guard.
yeah, but maybe
Like,
they don't
I don't
hit
know,
enough
man.
shots.
Like
I don't know.
AP is also a consideration.
That's why I don't think that will stand. I don't think you'll see mass changes to things as fundamental as ballistic skill, right? I think guard will fundamentally stay the same. I think Space Marines on that front will fundamentally stay the same. I think what you'll see
AP could change.
is more of a change in strength than AP. I think you'll see the killability of weapons go down, opposed to guns just missing more often. I think
I think the number of shots will go down. Also.
I think you'll also see that.
Yeah.
I think that's
The
probably
volume-
the first thing you'll see.
Volume
before
of
anything
dice
else
and
changes.
AP going down
Yeah.
because the game is too killy.
right.
So, and right there, I think your concern.
Magic is that shows on at 11.
But I don't
We
think
take a quick short break. And come back from Magic.
Your concern is that Marines are going to die too quickly.
Yeah.
So
Basically.
I think if you just factor in, hey, they have a 3-up armor save, and AP is going down significantly.
Well,
I
we
think
don't.
that we'll see them.
I'm basing this off things we know to be true. All that other stuff is subject to change.
That'd be speculation too. then.
To be fair, we don't know anything's true.
Well, fair.
This is all totally-
fair. I'm basing it off the things that we were just.
I do
reading.
think volume of dice before ballistic skill, and I do think AP.
Absolutely.
So twin linked,
They
I
have-
think we'll probably go back to a reroll.
They have been pretty consistent on not changing ballistic skill in either direction. Guard largely hasn't changed. It's gotten slightly better in that front with turret weapons and stuff. But other than that, they've pretty
That'll be
much
interesting to see how
changed.
that all works
Stayed
out.
the same. Same thing with Marines. There still aren't base Marines hitting on 2s or 4s. Scouts used to hit on 4s, so that's
Space
actually.
Marines could just have. Well, I was gonna say a minus
But-
1
but-
to wound.
Here's. They could be.
Oh man, it.
But like I could see like all of Custodes being heavy armored.
Yeah, exactly. So I think with that precedent being
We'll
set,
just have higher invulns.
I think with that precedent set, so armies will consist of
You could hit
entire.
them the same amount, but they're just saving vastly more.
But I mean, they already have 2-up saves, and like if you're
Do they all have a 2-up save?
everything,
Yeah, everything
there's
is 2-up.
nothing in that book has anything less than 2+.
That's fair. All right, so
yeah.
listen real quick. We got to get to Nathan says, how does Dakota feel about the Jakey game? And then he says, would Brad be okay with not playing Joe? That is not an option. do
Not
not-
playing Joe. Why would that be a thing?
You do not get to just pick because we're up against the wall. You must play your games.
Yeah, I'm trying. I already scheduled.
Actually, it will be considered unsportsmanlike by the council and would be punished if
Why?
people
Yeah.
just.
Why would you
That's not an option. I don't
intentionally
understand.
try not to play your final
I
game?
already
No.
scheduled my game with Joe on Sunday, so I will
I
be
mean,
playing Joe on Sunday.
I have to play Eli for my 10th game, and he got 8 casualties today.
Yeah, those you're gonna watch out for those mummies. But yeah.
Hopefully I can
They're
just
so
claw them
good.
to death and they'll go away.
But yeah, so no, I'm trying to
How
schedule
much
my game with
claw do you
This is
Gilson
one.
this
my
week.
my blood spawn.
That's all you've got.
That's
huh?
dude. My team is not developing.
Yeah.
They are not getting SPP.
Dude, you have seasons like that. My season with dwarves was awful. My redraft season was terrible.
Yeah.
My goodness. What a garbage season.
I did get a good chunk of SPP in
12
my game against
casualties.
John. I got 3 casualties and 2 touchdowns.
I think I've averaged more casualties this season than I do with my dwarves that season. I think I'm at 11.
How do I feel about the Jakey game?
11 or 13. It's an odd number there.
So if I were
Hopefully the hypothetical doesn't come up, Nathan. We really need people just play the games. It's not.
Yeah,
we've known
I'm-
the schedule the whole time. We actually have an extra week. I don't really understand.
if there is an elf team that my team really doesn't want to play against, it's probably Wood Elves.
Yes, still 12 people will make it. Technically 12 through 5 are play-in games. So yeah, those are still in. Yeah, the playoff format didn't have to change because we had the 4 drops, but
Nathan, do you have a tie?
she definitely has a chance. She has to make the top. She has to make 12 of. I think he has just the 1 loss.
Yeah, I think it's all wins and the loss against you.
No one else could. If
I
he-
try.
I know. If he had a tie, I'd be the 1 seed.
Levi, you had every chance to play Blood Bowl, and you just told us you hated us.
Everyone
So
else
next
let me
season,
down.
guys, what are your thoughts on this? So it's gonna be so hard for me to do, but it's got to be limited to 16 people with alternates, because like this season has been a train wreck with drops.
We're going to
It's got to be limited to 16, and it's gonna be 8 games.
excluding Brent because he's had
That
family
happens.
stuff. Yeah, he's
That
had
happens.
family stuff come up, and that's fine. We should really consider the people who dropped this season, and those people should consider whether or not they want to
I agree.
keep playing because it makes it harder on all of us.
Well, there are some
to
people
do
that
this.
like have dropped other seasons that are gonna looking like they're gonna make it through this season. So
That's fair.
things happen, and like I'll just tell people when they sign up, like if you're iffy, just make yourself an alternate. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like-
absolutely,
Like, there's nothing
Absolutely.
wrong with being an alternate.
absolutely.
Well, but you didn't do either. I never hear from you, Levi. You never
Can
call.
play Blood Bowl and tell you I hate you. That's not a problem. So then come in and play Blood Bowl and tell you
Yeah,
tell
I
me
need
you
to
hate
know.
me. That works. I enjoy that. I hate Blood Bowl, so it's fantastic all the way around.
All right, hey, so look,
I love
last
Blood
2
Bowl.
minutes. What's favorite Super Bowl food? Shut up.
It's hot wings. Like,
Damn it.
Is
You
there-
have to say something
there-
different.
There's literally you eat something else during the Super Bowl.
Cauliflower hot wings, like a real man.
Call it
Mute
okay.
Tim's mic.
Okay. First of all, cauliflower was invented in a lab. Okay, so get that out of here. My chicken
Hamburger?
out of my wings.
That's how you know Nathan is a robot. He's just trying to pick. He's like, humans like this food.
Hamburger.
He's like, Ken has cheeseburger.
Hamburger. Chili? What kind of exists chili?
Never been to a Super Bowl that had chili.
Well, then we gotta invite.
What's
you
yours, Tony?
to the
What's yours?
I was gonna
What?
say we gotta invite him to the Chili Bowl.
The chili. What's your Super Bowl food? Favorite Super Bowl food?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on, man. Just say freaking dumplings.
Brats.
We got hamburger and chili. So
Brats. That's an American right
I
there.
don't know. What Super Bowl parties are you people going to? You've been going to mine. Where are you getting brats at?
I mean, did I bring him last time?
No.
Pizza's
Are you
always
sure?
good. I like pizza.
You know what, Brent?
Pizza's a good party
you're-
food in
you're
general.
How about tiramisu, like with the freaking hamburger and chili?
I always
Burgers
have
are good.
chili.
Burgers, they're all good. But I think Super Bowl, I'm never like, man, nice juicy
Can you
burger.
give us an
Cheeseburger.
example? Because out of everyone in the
Chicken
room,
wings.
you are the only one.
I agree.
You
Chicken
literally
wings are
pointed at
perfect.
him. You pointed at him
Because
and said,
I knew he was
going to
say chicken wings, and then you did.
I love
chicken
chicken
wings. Are an obvious answer. They're not a bad answer.
Okay,
It's not chili.
I make them every year. That's my dish.
I never expected hamburger,
Imagine this.
chili.
I walk up to a little boy and I say, "Hey, buddy, what's your favorite color?" And he tells me
This
a
is why you're
story
not allowed
about
within 100 yards
dinosaurs.
of the school.
That's what's happening.
He tells me a story about that.
Like just Tell me what the food is.
Nathan
that's not
goes, I don't
chicken
even know
wings."
who tiramisu is.
I like turtles.
I like to eat liquor.
I just,
Oh, okay.
we cannot end this show if you
don't
don't
even
tell
know
me
what
a food. other than
Baby
my
back ribs.
You've literally never had baby back ribs
That's fair.
at the Super Bowl.
Terry,
So
my
it's-
shoe is what happens when your shoes get so worn out that you can't wear them on your feet.
Food. So it's always like wings are good, pizza's good. Any finger food.
Yeah, finger
Right?
food.
Like,
Burgers.
Wings or finger food? Yeah.
yeah, wings were a fine answer. I just said Brad couldn't say wings because Brad says chicken wings when you ask him how warm it is
I
outside.
distinctly want you to not say
Chicken wings.
Popcorn? Nathan, thank you. You're getting closer. Popcorn.
Hash browns.
Hash browns? Please get me out of here. We're having breakfast burritos for the frickin' Super Bowl. All right. We love you. Tell your grandma. Blood Bowl season's wrapping up. Brad's 40K campaign's coming up. Last
Yeah.
and 9th edition.
I will be.
Cabbage. I don't know what. Soft pretzels.
Hold
That's
on.
not a bad one.
Before we close out, I do want to make an announcement about that. I will be
Just
posting
kebabs.
something very soon on the Acropolis League page
Hell yeah.
for 40K. So keep an eye out for that
Get
if you're
your
interested.
toeless socks and chili, guys. Go Lions.
Bye-bye.